Hi there, Cher Johnston here. Today I'm doing this little, I'm going to finish this. I started this in my last video and it wasn't going to work for I, what I was doing. So I decided I would do something else. So this little tiny piece of denim, and I folded it over, and this is two thicknesses. So I can't do the normal sewing method. I have to do the stab method where you go down and then come back up. This is a buttonhole wheel. I drew some circles on there, and then I come out at the edge of the circle and go back in the center or toward the center. And then normally I would do a scoop stitch, like I would just go like this, in and out. But I can't do that with this thickness, so I'm doing stab stitching. So what I have to do is hold this thread until I come back up, and there you go. So I'm going to hold the thread, go down, and then come back up, a couple millimeters away. I swear I'm going to learn millimeters. I don't know if that's 2 millimeters or not. Might be. Okay, hold that there. I don't want to go through this loop. Oh, I have some jibber jabber today. Um, I don't think it's new, but I think it's new to me. I just got an email about um, communities, and I think maybe you have to have a certain number of subscribers or something. I don't know. So I have a community here on YouTube now, and I posted a note, and now you can go to the community and make a comment in the community, or you can upload a photo. So if you want to share with me what you're doing, what you're working on, or if you have a question, like if you have a thing that you're working on that you need help with, take a photo and maybe I can help you. That would be a thing that I could do for my community. I'm still, yes. And also I wanted to say that someone made a comment on one of my recent videos that she's making a blue and white journal and I just happened to have, it was like all over the couch. I I made these flowers and hearts and stuff for a, I put it on a piece of paper. It's just glued on there right now. Blah, 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 blah. I'm going to sew it down, but I ordered a new sewing machine. It's, oh, it's too funny. It said it was a Joanne fabric going out of business sale. So I ordered this sewing machine because it was really cheap. And then I got on my banking app, it said that I had bought something from a Chinese restaurant. I was like, I didn't go to a Chinese restaurant. I don't eat Chinese food anymore. And then I realized that it was the exact amount that I had spent for a sewing machine. Then I got an email that said it was shipping from China. Oh well. Right. I noticed something when I'm editing videos. I do this thing where I smack my lips. I do it a lot. Doesn't bother me. I hope it doesn't bother you. But it's not something that I ever noticed before that I do. This is not green. It's turquoise because it matches that. I just thought this would look really cool along with that. And I've been looking at a Lorna Bates. Oh, this is going to be a pain in the you know what. I've been looking at this Lorna Bates book that I have. Actually, let me back up. I was on Pinterest last night and I saw this. There were these ribbon roses, and I went, I wonder how they did those. I looked to see. It was for a Lorna Bates kit, and so I looked to see this morning. I have one of her books. I looked this morning to see if there was a Lorna Bates ribbon embroidery book, and I can't find one. So I might have to buy a kit just so I can figure out how she does those roses. This that I'm doing here, this is a back stitch. It's very wonky. Not a straight line at all. Don't really care though, because it'll be fine. And I'm thinking I might put beads in the center of those flowers, but I want to iron out the blue first. Learn my lesson on that one. And in my Lorna Bates book, I do have one of her books. She did a Cretan stitch flower. I mean, leaf. And I thought, oh, I haven't done one of those. I did do a Cretan stitch something. Kind of remember. Oh, that's kind of really wonky. All right. Be right back. Okay, I'm going to do a blah, 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 blah. I'm going to do a fish bone stitch. Because I am stab stitching, I come up on the left, go back down on the right. I'm going to come up on the right, go back down on the left. Come back up on the left, go back down on the right. Up on the right. Down on the left. See the back. This one was easier for me to remember when I realized what the back looked like. You're just coming up on the same side. You're going down just left of center and coming back up on the left along the line that you drew, going back down right of center, coming back up on the right of where we drew, and so on and so forth. I think that's enough. That's going to have to be enough because, I don't know, just because. All right. That's done. I'm going to glue this down. This has paper clips. This is a hidden paper clip. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go. Yeah, has 2 paper clips in there. And I'm just going to sew this or glue this on there after I iron out the blue part. Next. Okay, in this book, Embroidered Country Gardens by Lorna Bateman, there's a section. These are all the stitch. And she has A to Z. There you go. A to Z of garden flowers. I'm going to start with A. I'm going to do this agapanthus. And it's basically just fly, little tiny fly stitches. And I think I have, oh, nope. Okay, I'll be back. All right. I used my stencil and I drew some circles. That's just me. And that's just for me to, like, I'm paying more attention to where I'm going. Oh, by the way, I have blue here. This is, nope. 3811. We're going to do little tiny fly stitches. She says to use one strand of floss, but like, come on. Are you kidding me? But you know, maybe, I don't know. I have 2 strands of floss. And I'm going to do north and then south, and then east and then west, and then fill in. So fly stitch goes like this. I'm pulling this direction and going into the center point. So that's north-south. Then east and west. And with this, you want to pull this direction, not this direction, as you know. And if you notice, some of these are going outside of that circle because I can't really make them that tiny. These are really tiny. All right. So the reason that I do north, south, east, and west is so that if you just go around clockwise, you can tend to go a little bit cattywampus. I think I'm going to finish these off camera, and then I'm going to iron the blue out so we can see what they look like. Mitzi baby. Hi, sweetie. She sits right by me near this is my desk. And there she is. Okay, I'm back. So I have 580. This is DMC floss, 2 strands. Also, I have a smaller needle. I don't know what size needle this is. I think it's a straw needle, and I think it's a 7, but I don't know for sure. I would just say that probably not a good idea to use this number 1 milliner's needle because it kept slipping off. So here's what I have. I think it looks kind of cool. And I think she said to use I have a hard time when I'm on camera. I have a hard time making straight lines or curved lines, because like this one, I want it to be a little bit curved. I want this one to be a little bit curved. And then I want some nice long petals in there. Okay. Now she doesn't say if the stems should be just one straight stitch or stem stitch. I'm going to do me and do stem stitch. Because why not? Did I talk already about the community, um, the YouTube community? If I have, then I'm sorry. I'm just going to talk about it again because I'm kind of excited. I don't know if it's something that you have to, on YouTube, if you're brand new, there's certain things that you can't do until you have enough subscribers. And this might be one of those things that I was just invited to do and couldn't do it when I was brand new. But now I have a community page and I posted something today, and you can also post on the community page. So you have to do to do it on your phone. You can't go on a laptop or anything like that and just do it. I watch YouTube most often on my Apple TV. But if I want to post a comment, I I use my phone now, and so now on your phone you can go to the community. If you go to my page, there's a community there. Is that too long? I don't know. I hope not. But I made a post there and I said, hey, I'm going to post this video and blah, blah, blah. I don't know if I like that. Let's do a couple of straight stitch leaves. Let's go down here like this. Back over to this one. I recently got a oh, what's it called? Die cut machine. So now I can make die cuts. I love the way the die cut machine does the flowers. I think I shared that already, but where did it go? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Look at this. I love look at the clean, crisp edges. You can't cut fabric with a pair of scissors. And see, this is where I had to cut it with scissors because it didn't cut all the way through. You can't cut with scissors and have it look like that. And then I was thinking, I could use my die cut machine to make circles out of these. Oh, how cool would that be? I'm gonna have to try it. But I'm afraid that um, if I was off camera there, I'm afraid it's going to be just um, it'll smush it. It's like ironing some of these. I ironed like oh, this one. I ironed it. That could just be because it's silk ribbon. I'm sorry, I keep going down here and that's off camera for you. Okay, I'm going to see how much time we have and maybe I'll do another one. Okay, this is the next one that I'm going to do, this allium. I think I used to have these in my front yard when I had a house, when I was married. So these have probably did those too tall. What she said is to do for the stems, you do a wrapped stem stitch, which I've not ever done on my channel before. So we're going to do that. Once again, I have I think this is a number 7 straw needle. Not positive, but doesn't matter. It's just a whatever needle you're comfortable using, I suppose you could use. All right, now that I'm down to the bottom, I'm going to come back up alongside there. Not in the same hole because it'll just come undone. And I'm going to use the back of the needle to go underneath. And just wrap it. One of the reasons that I wanted to do this flower is that she says these flowers attract bees and butterflies. And I thought, hey, let's add a butterfly or a bee, something, something. If I have time, I try to keep my videos under an hour. Try to keep them under half an hour, but often can't be helped. Okay, I'm going to do some of this off camera and then I'll come back and do the next step. All right. Well, I'm glad I did a couple of these off camera. So this is what I did is I did 3 stems, stem stitch wrapped, and then a bunch of just straight stitches with 2 strands, number 580, that green. Now this is a really tiny needle. So I took 1 strand of this number 806, sort of a cobalt blue, and I folded it over to make 2 strands because I couldn't get 2 strands in the needle. Then I drew circles with this circle template here. I think I used this 3/8 inch hole there, which says 0.3750. I don't know what that would be in centimeters, doesn't matter. Turned out to be smaller than 3/8, 3/16, 3/8, whatever. It's a little bit smaller. But anyways, you get the idea. It's kind of tiny. And for the first one, I did three wrap French knots in the center, and then I went to the outside. Anyway, I'm not doing that this time. Wait, I'm doing French knots, not colonial knots. All right. So this time, on the second one, I started on the outside, and I did 1 wrap French knots around the outside, and also did some little tiny straight stitches. She says that helps them look kind of fluffy. I don't know. So you can see a little bit of straight stitches. Also, I need to fill this in a little bit more with some 1 or 2 wrap French knots. But basically, she said you do 3 wrap French knots in the center, and then 2 wrap French knots, and 1 wrap French knots along the outer edge so that it looks like a ball. And I think that's looking pretty good. Although it is getting to be a little late in the day, and I'm just getting a little tired. But I like these. I like these a lot. And there's a lot of little French knots here. Just saying. Um, and I wanted to do this whole thing on camera. I don't really know if I'm going to make it. Might have to finish tomorrow. But I don't think it matters to you because you'll see it when you see it and you won't really know. Okay, now I'm just jibber jabbering. I'm going to stop that and just fast forward through all this. All right, I got a bigger needle, so I can put 2 strands on the needle, and it might make bigger knots because the wrap is bigger, But I don't know, maybe not. Maybe it just makes no difference at all. We'll see. We'll just see about that. Well, my video cut out just as I was finishing up. My phone said it needed more storage. So, but I think I got finished with it. I wanted to show you what I'm planning to do with these big paper clip edge things. I have a couple of pages in my book that are these Monet paintings from a book. I just love them. You can't just take a Monet and put something over top of it. So this is my solution. I'm gonna put this is just a piece of paper that you can write on. This is cardstock though. It might be too much because this slides off and on too easily. Anyway, so that's my video for today. Thanks for watching. Bye.